We have the Knight of Cups, which is where we left off. We also have the Ten of Cups here, which is kind of cute because I think in the past, you maybe did feel like a fool for following your intuition or trusting your gut or letting your intuition guide you. And it's reminding me of what I said in part 1 about Daisy, saying that, you know, the best thing a girl can be in this world is a beautiful fool. And I think that it takes a lot of like egoless strength or faith in yourself and your own intuition and love in general to not take it super personally when other people think that you are a fantasist, or when other people don't think that what you are wanting or what you're feeling or what you're seeing as a potential reality is like realistic. And I do think that this is something you have gotten backlash for. This is giving like people in positions that think they know like better, or people who are trying to look out for you, sort of coming in and trying to almost like, I'm seeing like save you before you make some decision that is just like a beautiful fool would make, right? But you're not. You could be someone who has been judged for your compassion or your light or your ability to be nurturing. And whoever this is, I feel like there's this energy of like, there's this energy of love, there's this energy of loyalty, because they stuck something through to the, like, to be able to say that they got to a point where they have the type of clarity where they now understand you, they understand your intuition, they understand your love, they understand themselves. But they also understand that you're not expecting like Prince Charming, right? Like, you're not crazy, you're not trapped, you're not asking somebody to come in and untie you and save the day, right? That would be the fantasy here. You're not a fool. Eight of Cups in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles. You could have recently changed jobs, or you could be looking to change jobs. You could also be recognizing that like that is something that is like the reality of the situation, and like I was saying in part 1, you're going from this Queen of Wands, this like, you could be a business owner, you could be somebody who is recognizing that there are certain sacrifices that you're going to have to make, or that you are changing paths. And I want to say this could be something where you're having to leave something unfinished. And this, the Queen of Wands, almost makes me want to cry, because you could have, showing as the Queen of Wands in terms of your career, I want to say that whatever this was is something you were extremely gung-ho, you were very passionate about. I do feel like at a certain point, it was not something you were passionate about. It became that, potentially because it's like it had to be. It's like when you turn your passion into something that you're doing so that you can survive, you lose some of that zest in the situation. But I do think there's something that was very fulfilling that you and this person probably have in common about like achievement and like conquering and like a challenge. So I still think that this was something that you needed for your soul, truly. But I do think that like the idea of having to move forward and leave that chapter where it's at is something that you may grieve for a bit. But you have, with the Ace of Pentacles here, you have something, especially with the Eight of Cups in reverse, like ready and waiting for you financially, that's right there. And it's interesting because it's just showing up like the only thing you're going to have to do is transition towards it. It's not showing up like it's going to be an uphill battle for you. I almost want to say you could have just received a job offer that you're like, yeah, this is the uphill battle card that we had in part 1. Oh, this was in reverse in part 1. Now it's upright. Confirmation. This is kind of saying that like it's not gonna be an uphill battle. It's confirmation of what I was just saying, but This is your ultimate stability. This is your legacy being created, right? This is that house that's being built, the metaphorical house. So, like I was saying, you could have a job offer that's right there that's waiting for you to accept it. It's really cute because whatever this is, it's like, yeah, your dreams do come true in the end. You do get what you want. I think that you've been heavily criticized for this. And it takes a lot of strength to not let people knock you off like what you saw for yourself here. I want to know more about this person. We've acknowledged sort of some stuff that they have recognized, the levels that they have achieved, where they're currently at. Also, this is like boss energy. The Hierophant is a higher level. It's like their higher self, connecting with their higher self in the situation and knowing that they're like not, like you guys are being you're both realistic people. I want to look into like more about this because we talked about that, but then we also talked about this idea of this person just being like, wow, you're so pretty. Or like you looking at them thinking they're so pretty. This beautiful King of Wands. The King of Pentacles and then the Page of Swords. I think this person is learning what they find comfortable, especially because that's something that they're going to have to get familiar with on this, like I was saying, a little bit of an uphill battle. And it could be that their career right now is at a place where they're recognizing that it's going to take some real elbow grease here. But also this card is about contracts. This person somebody could be in like contract law, or that could be a thing here. But the Page of Swords I usually see as like an observational energy. This person it's like a watch and learn kind of thing. They may be, especially with the Hierophant, being mentored by someone, or they're like learning the steps in the process, or this person's like a prodigy at something. And it could also be that they're like something about like an inheritance. The Seven of Cups here. They're wondering something. They're curious about something. I feel like Halloween is also going to be significant for this situation, which I said in a reading recently. This is giving like, is this for real? The Seven of Cups was reminding me of the show Ghost Hunters. I'm the High Priestess. You guys could be really into like horror movies and the devil.